everywhere. Okay.
All right, well, if you are suffering from muscle pain, burning, fatigue, or other uncomfortable symptoms due to your fibromyalgia syndrome, it's time to do something about it.
Yeah, here with a whole new approach to a treatment plan is Chris Valesky, a practitioner and acupuncturist at the Vitality Center. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Yeah, so we're talking about fibromyalgia and the way that you guys treat it. I just love how you really listen to the patient and dive in to what's causing it.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny. I actually ran a fibromyalgia clinic for 4 years when I lived down in North Carolina. So I had a ton of experience dealing with this demographic. But in more recently, we've put together a totally different program for it. It's new, but it's actually based on very old ideas. And we're finding this widespread success with, you know, fibromyalgia, and basically any chronic pain condition that deals with pain, fatigue, and, you know, the other fun things that come with it, you know, poor sleep and, you know, maybe hormonal problems and whatnot that goes with it.
What would you say are the main symptoms of fibromyalgia?
You know, the biggest thing that will bring people in is pain, because pain does everything to you. It makes you exhausted. It makes you super, super stressed out. It's almost like being in chronic pain is like having a high fever for a prolonged period of time. None of us feels great. None of us is a good person when we have a high fever for several weeks. Now imagine that feeling for years at a time.
Okay, and we were talking when before the show was starting, there is a quiz that people can go online and take when it comes to the symptoms of fibromyalgia or any kind of chronic pain, just to see where they fall in these categories, right?
Yeah, so our approach, we have an H-stage approach to it. So there's, you know, a variety of factors that will influence chronic pain. And most people have some degree of a number of them, but most people will have a specific one that is their predominant issue. Maybe it's a thyroid type issue, could be an immune problem, a digestive problem. But we've put together a quiz online that, you know, you can kind of click what your symptoms are, and it will tell you what your predominant stage is. And if people want to see that, they can just call into the clinic or send us an email and we can send them the quiz.
That's great.
So when it comes to actually treating fibromyalgia, you have a very unique approach at the Vitality Center.
We do. So, you know, like you mentioned before, first and foremost, we have to listen to people. We have to know what's going on with them. People need to be heard. We've even got videos for loved ones of people with fibromyalgia, because sometimes they don't understand what it's like. But we sit down with them, we figure out what's going on, what their main issues are, and then present them with something as simple as, could you spend 7 minutes a day helping yourself? Could you afford 7 minutes a day if it meant getting rid of your pain, having more energy, sleeping better? And I haven't had a single person tell me no yet. It is honestly that simple.
And you actually cover 8 aspects when it comes to the fibromyalgia syndrome. What are those 8 aspects?
It's a whole wide variety of things. So, you know, the immune system, digestive system, we look at cortisol, you know, stress levels. There's also something called nitric oxide in the body, which can wreak havoc, cause inflammation. Circulation is a big one. How the body produces energy, certain anemias or venous insufficiencies, their thyroids, their hormones, all these things interplay with it. The real key here is addressing these things in exactly the proper order. Because, you know, a lot of times people will go on a diet, or they'll try this or that, and they will feel better for a time. But then they, quote, have what's called a flare-up. And of course, they end up right back where they were. Sometimes they end up worse than where they were because the stage beforehand may not have been addressed properly. And that's a very, very big deal. We always start with the immune system, because in any chronic condition, basically any chronic condition, modern research shows that the body carries these things called biofilms, which is basically harmful pathogens that sit there and wait for the best moment to attack you. And this is fibromyalgia. Yeah, you know, I mean, any chronic condition from obesity, diabetes, to things like multiple sclerosis. I mean, they're widespread.
Right. Well, I know that you helped treat someone very recently, and we have a testimonial with them, so let's hear that.
Yeah.
I was plagued with fibromyalgia so bad I could not get out of bed in the morning. I ate all over. I also had acid reflux, and about 6 weeks later, my energy level spiked so high. I get up at 7 in the morning, and I probably don't stop working until 9 at night. I just have an abundance of energy, and I feel so good. I don't have the pain I had. My acid reflux, taking the MicroGuard, is virtually gone. Also, arthritis treated with acupuncture has just been such a relief.
Yeah, it's amazing the progress that she's made. The Vitality Center has a wonderful offer for Colorado's Best viewers. Call now and mention Colorado's Best and get a free initial consultation to learn more about their fibromyalgia program. Call the Vitality Center today. Book your appointment. You can reach them at 720-900-4372, and you can find them online at vitalitycenter.com.
Coming up on Colorado's Best, give yourself the gift of slimming down this holiday season. Yeah, see